A new study by Ancestry has revealed that almost a third of Brits admit they don't know how they're related to some of the people they sit around the dinner table with. In fact, almost half don't know their grandparents' full names. The former Eastenders star Larry Lamb and his son, TV presenter George Lamb, are backing up a campaign to get Brits talking at the Christmas table, and they join me in the studio now.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Are we doing that already?
I know, it's terrible. It seems to get early every year. Now, I don't know about you guys, but by the point, you know, that I reach the Christmas dinner table, I'm not exactly 100%, but I do generally tend to know the relationship that I have with the people that I'm sitting with. I mean, what's the explanation for this?
Yeah, I don't. It's really bizarre. And also, you know, there are Christmas dinner tables around the country that are full of great pregnant pauses where nobody knows what to say next. Our place, you've got to fight to get a word in edgeways.
It's similar in the Patterson household as well. So presumably, I mean, with you guys and with my family, actually,
I know who Dad is.
Yeah, good. Well done.
I know who his dad is. And the thing is, but that, funny enough, I did that programme, or the programme, Who Do You Think You Are, was done on me. So all of us have become sort of serious nuts about trying to find out where we come from, what we're related to, who we are. We found out about all sorts of different bloods that we've got inside us, but what we want to know is really how deep this goes. You know, where do we come from? I've just got feeling somewhere I'm a caveman that, you know, was from probably a far corner of Scotland.
Well, good. Well done. Caveman, though. No, very sophisticated up there. But, George, the thing is, there is huge interest in programmes like that. You know, millions tune in. Yeah. But when it comes to, you know, doing the legwork, doing the grunt work with our own family, it doesn't seem that we're either not inclined to do it, or we think it's too difficult.
Do you know what I think? It's for me anyway. It's one of those things that I've always wanted to do, and for some reason I've put it off and put it off and put it off. And then we got this opportunity to work with Ancestry, and I was like, absolutely, I want to do that 1,000,000%. And I'm genuinely the best Christmas present I can hope for is getting that letter explaining exactly what our genetic makeup is, you know, and
what part of China we actually come from.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm absolutely sure.
I mean, I was recognising the Chinese accent
absolutely straight away.
But just in terms of what you can find out these days, I mean, I have to admit, you know, my grandparents died when I was quite young, and I regret the fact that I didn't have the opportunity to have a conversation, for example, with my grandpa about what he did during the war. But presumably this information is out there if I want to go.
Yeah, well, the beauty of the database is it links everybody's information. So all of a sudden you're going to find a whole raft of cousins you didn't know about, you know, and a whole backstory and history of perhaps your family, you know, the family once removed or whatever. So you can get some context, and you can start if you've got that interest and that instinct to follow it up. All of a sudden it's all there for you, you know.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Christmas Chez Lamb. I mean, what's on the dinner table for starters?
Well, you know, Dad did a show last year with Gordon Ramsay where you cooked Christmas dinner for how many?
For 100 heroes. I did that. So we're not going to do that. But like
about half a dozen heroes. That's right.
Probably traditional. You know, like a big old turkey or something, and then. Not too crazy on all the trimmings, but enough not to go insane, you know? Yeah. A bit of everything, really.
Because presumably you guys are, you know, you're pretty busy pretty much all of the time. I mean, how often do you get the opportunity to hang out?
We hang out all the time, mate. We're always together. But genuinely, it's lovely at Christmas, you know. And as you said at the beginning, sometimes things get a little bit too stressful and it gets too fraught and we get too caught up in the whole, you know, all the madness of it all. And actually, if you can find a way to step back and remember that this is a beautiful opportunity for you and your family, the people who you love and actually care about the most, who are more important than all the nonsense that you've been, you know, filling your time throughout the year. This is the moment where you get together and you share and you exchange. And how lovely if you've got the oldies round the table.
The oldies,
no, but really, you can plug in and find out. And, you know, who was Grandad? Who was, you know,
the keepers of the secrets.
We were talking about Dad's grandma was born in the 1800s, you know, and going back to that and what she was about. And, you know, she was a Victorian, right?
Yeah, without any shadow of a doubt. Yeah, so, she was born well before Queen Victoria died.
Well, look, OK, very, very briefly, because we're just running out of time. If you've got one bit of advice for families who are perhaps not so chatty, talkative, what would you say to them? I mean, party games or plenty of booze? What's the way to start a Christmas party?
I mean, I think the thing is, like, start having a chat, have a little drink and get the thing going about family Christmases and families times together when you were a kid yourself. That's really it.
Questions.
Just questions.
That's it.
You know, ask everybody.
Everybody likes talking about themselves at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't include myself in that number. Well, look, guys, I mean, the statistic is remarkable, but yeah, it's a good message to send out at this time of year. Ask your folks, ask your family about themselves, and you'll undoubtedly learn something about it. Larry, George, thank you so much for joining us. And when it comes, very Merry Christmas.
Cool, you too, man.